they were going to win. So, for the first time in a long time, Fee Collier actually kind of cooked
For instance, before a game or after a game or during practice, for real, you rarely ever hear from Angel Reese. And my question is why? Why don't you like to talk basketball, Angel? Is it because you miss so many layups, you're so bad?
Angel Reese, the college superstar and self-proclaimed future of the WNBA, just experienced her first preseason game. And let's just say, it didn't go as planned. Furious after being dropped, her on-court struggles have sparked a firestorm of debate. Is she ready for the big league? Or is the hype catching up with her? And across the court, her fierce college rival Caitlyn Clark is making waves, proving that the transition from college to pros is no joke. So buckle up as we break down Angel Reese's shocking preseason debut, her fight to prove herself, and what this could mean for her future in the WNBA. Let's get into it. Reese's preseason debut was a microcosm of her early professional journey, awkward, inconsistent, and revealing. In her first game, she managed a humble 10 points on an abysmal 2 for 8 shooting, coupled with 3 rebounds and minimal impact on the game's flow. These numbers are not disastrous in isolation, but become glaring when viewed through the lens of expectations. Fans and critics alike anticipated Reese to arrive with force, to dominate the paint, and to assert her presence with the confidence that made her a household name in college. Instead, she looked overwhelmed, tentative, and disconnected. Her confidence, once a hallmark of her game, appeared to be packed away in a suitcase, perhaps in search of the player who could once bully opponents in LSU's NCAA tournaments. But the WNBA is a different beast, and her initial performances suggest she has a long way to go before she's the force she claims to be. One of the most telling signs of Reese's struggles is her shooting, 2 for 8 from the field, a stark indicator of her current inconsistency. Her shot selection seemed hurried, her footwork awkward, and her overall timing off. It's not just about missed shots, it's about the mental toll those misses take. Confidence is fragile, especially for rookies stepping into the professional arena. The league's seasoned defenders aren't the college kids she faced before. They're wily veterans who know how to exploit a rookie's hesitation. And Reese, visibly frustrated, has not done herself any favours by avoiding the media, skipping press conferences, and retreating from the spotlight that once embraced her. The questions loom large. Is she battling nerves? Or is the league's physicality and tactical sophistication exposing her vulnerabilities? Meanwhile, Caitlyn Clark continues to shine, seemingly unaffected by any preseason jitters. Her debut was a masterclass in poise and offensive mastery. With a swagger that suggests she belongs in the league's upper echelon, Clark orchestrated her team's offense with the precision of a seasoned veteran. She was dropping dimes, draining logo-range threes, and pushing the pace like she was still playing in college. Only now, her moves carry the weight of a professional star. Clark's confidence is infectious, her game intelligence off the charts, and her ability to make defenders look helpless is quickly making her the league's most talked about player. In stark contrast, Reese's struggles have cast a shadow over her once bright hype, raising questions about her ability to adapt and thrive at the pro level. Clark's seamless transition has become a benchmark that Reese now has to meet, and in some cases surpass, if she hopes to turn her preseason setbacks into a springboard for future success. The disparity between these two rising stars is not just about individual skill. It's emblematic of a broader conversation about authenticity, substance, and marketability in the modern sports landscape. Reese, with her massive social media following, NIL deals, and media presence, has been marketed as the face of the next generation of women's basketball. She's a TikTok darling, Instagram influencer, and podcast host, her brand built on personality and hype. These qualities, while valuable, are not enough to sustain a professional career if the fundamentals aren't in place. But when the game begins, those qualities only take her so far. Her defensive stance appears disorganized, her rebounding efforts lack conviction, and her shooting remains a glaring weakness. She's become a symbol of potential unfulfilled, a cautionary tale of how social media popularity doesn't necessarily translate to on-court success. The league's veteran players and coaches are watching her every move, wondering if she can elevate her game beyond social media clips and hype videos. Adding insult to injury is the quiet emergence of Camila Cardoso, Reese's teammate and a rookie like her. While Reese struggles to find her footing, Cardoso has been quietly making her presence felt. Her versatility, hustle, and rebounding prowess have earned her respect in the league, and her efficient play is a stark contrast to Reese's erratic efforts. Despite being seen as the second fiddle, Cardoso's work ethic and fundamental skills threaten to eclipse Reese's more flashy, less reliable style. It's a stark reminder that in the WNBA, consistency, effort, and basketball IQ often outweigh hype, and Reese's early struggles signal that her path to stardom will require more than just social media buzz. Her quiet rise has been a testament to the old adage, the game rewards those who put in the work, not just those who post the flashiest highlights. The upcoming season opener against Clark's Indiana Fever is poised to be a defining moment. It's billed as a showdown of the league's future, but right now, it feels more like Clark's showcase and Reese's audition, one that she must pass to salvage her rookie campaign. Clark, with her effortless scoring and playmaking, has the tools to torch defenses and elevate her team to new heights. Reese, on the other hand, is entering the game with a chip on her shoulder, an enormous, unwieldy burden that might be more of a distraction than a motivator. Her in-game body language has shifted from confident to confused, and her energy levels seem to wane as the game progresses. Fans and analysts will be watching closely, not just for the outcome but for what it reveals about her mental toughness and ability to adapt under pressure.
Hailey Van Lith and Angel Reese made their return to LSU, but the arena was nearly empty. Despite the homecoming, tickets didn't sell out, and large sections of the arena sat vacant. Hailey did get a warm cheer from the crowd when she checked in, but overall, the energy just wasn't there, and it raises a real question. Is Angel Reese really the draw her fans claim she is?
The narrative around Reese is complicated by her off-court persona. She's vocal, charismatic, and unafraid to show her personality, traits that initially endeared her to fans. But in professional basketball, substance must follow style. Her reluctance to engage with the media, her inconsistent effort on defense, and her inability to finish open shots have become points of concern. Some critics argue that her social media presence and her college hype are distractions that mask her current limitations. They question whether she's truly ready for the relentless grind of the WNBA, or if she's simply riding the wave of her college fame. The league's veteran players who have paid their dues are watching her with a mix of curiosity and skepticism, wondering if Reese's hype can translate into consistent, impactful performances, or if her star power is destined to fade in the face of seasoned competition. The league itself is watching this unfolding drama with a mixture of anticipation and concern. The WNBA's growth has been steady but fragile, and stars like Reese and Clark are critical to maintaining momentum. Clark's seamless transition and consistent performances are helping to elevate the league's profile, while Reese's early struggles threaten to undermine her potential as a marquee player. The league's marketing machine is undoubtedly invested in Reese's story, but if she continues to falter, her narrative may shift from next big thing to cautionary tale, a warning about the perils of overhyping talent without the necessary maturity and work ethic. The league's executives are aware that the future of women's basketball depends on developing stars who can perform under pressure, not just look good on social media. As the season progresses, the focus will inevitably shift to the on-court battles and the stories they tell. Reese needs a redemption arc, fast. She must harness her frustration, refine her skills, and prove that her game is more than just highlight reels and social media clips. Saturday's game against Clark is more than just a matchup. It's a litmus test for her resilience and her capacity to rise above adversity. If she can channel her energy into focused effort, she might still turn her preseason disappointment into a springboard for success. But if she continues to struggle, the league's narrative might favor Clark, an embodiment of substance, consistency, and polished professionalism. In the grand scheme of things, the early preseason performances of Reese and Clark have laid bare the stark realities of professional basketball's demands. Reese, once heralded as the future, is facing a harsh reality check, one that requires humility, perseverance, and a relentless work ethic. Clark, meanwhile, is quietly asserting herself as the league's brightest star, proving that talent combined with consistency is the true currency of success. The upcoming season promises drama, rivalry, and the kind of storylines that keep fans glued to their screens. As fans, analysts, and players gear up for the upcoming games, one thing is clear. This is more than just a game. It's a contest for credibility, legacy, and the right to define women's basketball's future. And for Angel Reese, that journey toward redemption begins now, with every shot, every defensive stance, and every moment under the spotlight counting more than ever. Looking ahead, the stakes couldn't be higher. Reese, who entered the league with the buzz of being the next big thing, faces a pivotal moment that could define her career early on. She's not just playing for wins, she's playing for respect, for her reputation, and for her future in the league. The pressure is mounting, and her ability to handle it will determine whether she can rise above her preseason setbacks or become a cautionary tale told in whispered tones among basketball insiders. The season opener against Clark's team will serve as a critical proving ground, an opportunity to silence critics, to prove her doubters wrong, and to show that she's capable of transforming potential into performance. It's a high-wire act, and the world will be watching. Meanwhile, Clark's quiet ascendancy continues unabated. Her blend of skill, confidence, and consistency is making her a league favourite overnight. Her game is a masterclass in what the modern player should aspire to: versatile, intelligent, and clutch. She's redefining what it means to be a star in today's women's basketball, proving that substance and style can coexist, and often, the substance wins out. Clark's ability to perform under pressure, her leadership on the court, and her unshakable confidence are elevating her beyond the hype, making her a real threat to Reese's narrative. As the season unfolds, the contrast between these two players will serve as a microcosm of the league's evolving identity. Is it about flash and followers, or about fundamentals and impact? The answer will shape the future of women's basketball for years to come. The league's broader ecosystem is also paying close attention. Sponsors, broadcasters, and fans are hungry for compelling stories and authentic stars. Reese's social media following, while massive, is no longer enough to carry her through the season if her performance doesn't improve. The WNBA's growth depends on developing players who can deliver on the court day after day, season after season. The league understands that it's not just about marketing the next TikTok sensation, but cultivating genuine athletes who can elevate the sport's profile through their play. The early signs suggest that Reese's journey is a work in progress, one that requires not just talent, but also resilience, humility, and an unwavering dedication to improvement. The upcoming games will be critical. Will Reese rise to the occasion, or will she continue to struggle, allowing Clark to extend her lead in the league's spotlight? The next few weeks could determine whether Reese's preseason woes are a temporary setback or the beginning of a more profound struggle to adapt. Her ability to handle adversity, to learn from her mistakes, and to harness her frustrations into focused effort will be the difference between a promising career and a cautionary tale. The road ahead is tough, but it's also an opportunity for redemption, a chance to prove that she belongs among the league's elite. In conclusion, the early preseason performances of Angel Reese and Caitlyn Clark have laid bare the stark realities of professional basketball's demands. Reese, once heralded as the future, is facing a harsh reality check, one that requires humility, perseverance, and a relentless work ethic. Clark, meanwhile, is quietly asserting herself as the league's brightest star, proving that talent combined with consistency is the true currency of success. The upcoming season promises drama, rivalry, and the kind of storylines that keep fans glued to their screens. As fans, analysts, and players gear up for the upcoming games, one thing is clear: this is more than just a game. It's a contest for credibility, legacy, and the right to define women's basketball's future. And for Angel Reese, that journey toward redemption begins now, with every shot, every defensive stance, and every moment under the spotlight counting more than ever. The season has just begun, and the stakes have never been higher.